What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Warships Season 44 is over, and I have some questions. I definitely need to dig into this a little bit. I'm a little bit concerned about Season 44. I think I just said 44 was... Anyways, Return of the Mech is done. The mech has done... returned. We're gonna make sure we got creator boost Zedmont in that shop. That is so vital. Now, I have made some ridiculously amazing decks for season 44. I'm not gonna show you what they are. I've submitted them to the dev team. I hope they use them because they are lit, they are fire, they're good. That's all that really matters. Now, as far as season 44 goes, I managed to get 3 accounts into Diamond. This one will be starting at rank, where are we going to start at? We're going to start at rank 12 on this one. My other one's going to start at rank 11, and the final one is going to start at rank 13. Hopefully all of this makes sense to you. I got 1 to 2376, 1 to 2153, and 1 just to 21. Now that one that got, by the way, shout out to Stoneheart for his second win of Warships, showing that he's quite possibly the best Warships player ever. You got someone else? Let me know. Commander J Doom with the top 5. Lots and lots of join at own risk players. Knight Wada being the highest. Top 10. Scrolling down, they're very easy to see those players. Yeah, that's where smart branding on their part with the do not enter signs. I was all the way down here. I was at rank 21, high 21. Then I decided to do a mini push towards the end of the season and managed to get into the top 500 right about there. I was 1 off being 420. Pot humor. Anyways, this season I am going to buy instant training for whoever comes 501. You have to be 501. Kind of like that, if you watch football, the fact that dude was drafted last overall draft pick. If you come rank 501 this season, I will buy your instant training for next season. Audrey Var just sneaking in there. I was at 23 and 64 stars, decided to go for one more win, managed to get in at 419. Let me know what you think about that idea. It's going to be a complete and utter pain to buy someone's instant training, but we're going to do our darndest. Now, last season, there was an update pushed that changed critter launchers, these guys right here, that there are going to be 3 of them in Warships this season. At least that's how the release notes read. Not sure if they're going to be further nerfed, but only having 3 is going to be problematic. Laser Rangers have been ridiculously overpowered every single season they've been in the game. And in my opinion, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I like Laser Rangers, don't get me wrong, because Bombardiers are boring and they were the meta forever. And then Laser Rangers became the meta, which kind of took over for Bombardiers, even though we did see some Bombardiers late in the season. I don't think I can look at the tech tree. No, I can't. That's unfortunately. Anyways, Laser Rangers crushing all of the things. Now, here is the deal. First of all, we're going to do an operation attack as I talk about this, just because what better... Oh man, we're short on intel. No intel in join at own risk because Warships is over. Weird that a Warships related task force would be low on intel when Warships ends. Weird. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start curtain call. Nope, we're low on intel for that. Man, need to get some intel so that I can start the baby op so that we can talk about these Laser Rangers. So in Warships, Laser Rangers go from rank, they go, so when they're in, I'm going to talk about ticks. When they go from tick 1, they're at rank level 1. Just trying to coordinate, little bit of confusion here. So to go back a step, Warships obviously uses main base troops. Hopefully that makes sense to all of you. If it doesn't make sense, do let me know. So we've got over here in the armory, we've got my Laser Rangers. They're at rank 11. Rank 11 Laser Rangers are nowhere close to Warships. warships, they go level 1, tick 1. Level 2, tick 2. Level 3 goes up to tick 4, jumps over level 3. Oh, I'm confusing things. You get the basic idea. Anyways, so in warships, they go level 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. They skip over rank 3. My thinking to make Laser Rangers come down a tick would be to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's simple. That way you're not getting level 6 Laser Rangers. I don't know. My thinking is that if they're going to nerf critter launchers, maybe, just maybe, they should nerf Laser Rangers too. That means they're going to have less health. They're going to die more often. And maybe you don't want that. Maybe you like Laser Rangers being OP. Maybe you like Laser Rangers being the meta every season for those people who don't want to use heavy choppas with Seekers or something like that. Very curious to hear what you think. Ribbon Cable, coincidentally, is my favorite operation attack to do when it comes to Laser Rangers. I'm going to show you why in a second. It is so good. I like to mix in 2 boats of mechs, and we're going to go like this. I almost said comme ça, but we're not going to delve into the French today. We are going to stick with all of the English, partially because I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks, and I can't do 3 languages. I can't even do 2 languages. So I can do rudimentary French, I can do rudimentary Spanish, but I can't do either one when I'm trying to think of the other one. So we're going to stay the heck away from that. And this is how I love to attack Ribbon Cable. Ribbon Cable was designed for Laser Rangers. It is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you give this attack a shot. We're going to get this shock out there. And then as things start to end on that there flare, we're going to get this set. Look at this. Look at how wonderful that looks. We're going to get a shock about there. I'm going to throw all of the critters on all of the things. And then hopefully my mechs take a turn towards those shock launchers about now. We've got so much gunboat energy. It is ridiculous. All thanks to our friends, the Laser Rangers, clearing all of the things as our mechs shock all of the shock launchers. And then just look at this. Just insane. These troops are insane. We have cleared all of the shield gens. We have cleared all of the cells. We have cleared all of the. Hopefully you guys go give this attack a shot because it is a lot of fun and they absolutely melt Ribbon Cable. This is unboosted, just absolute ridiculous. So Laser Rangers last season, I think everyone at the high level, when the top 500 or at least close to them, there's probably a certain percentage that were just using Seekers with heavy choppas, but Laser Rangers with Kavan and some rifles, so good. I mean, rifles were just coming out of Kavan's wherever they come out of. I'm not sure where he hides those things. He's got a magic wand or whatever, but Laser Rangers, I am always super hesitant to do anything nerfing on the offensive side because I am 4,000% an offensive player. Curious to hear what you guys think, though. I mean, that would be simple. That way, my concern is I don't want Laser Rangers to be nerfed on the main base. That would be super not awesome. So my thinking is if they just bring them down to tick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, it would be a super simple fix. Wouldn't break them on the main base, and you could still do all of the fun things using all of these troops. Or maybe they just leave them as it is, only change one thing at a time would probably be a better way to go, but I'm curious to hear what you guys say. Maybe you guys miss Bombardiers being the meta. I definitely don't. Bombardiers to me are too slow and boring. I love having to manage Laser Rangers a bit better. Maybe they just need to include a few more mortars just to slow down the Laser Rangers. My problem is warship seasons were always super difficult for the dev team to balance. We ended up with all sorts of problems where troops weren't working or there was too many defenses. And now add in laser rangers, and they can't make troops have like 150% troop damage because laser rangers would just melt everything in sight. So it adds this extra variable that I'm not entirely sure the dev team is up to the task for. Like I said, do let me know what your feelings on this are. Would love to hear your feedback. Like I said, I do send the dev team as much feedback as I can. I'm not sure. I assume it gets there. I send all of my feedback to Nuno, and then Nuno, I believe, talks to deaf ears. Not even sure if there is a dev team. Honestly, they don't tell us much. All I know is that sometimes when I say things, they end up in the game or they end up helping make the season better. I don't know if that's just Nuno doing all of the work on his own or if there actually is a dev team. I've asked that question too because I just don't know. It seems like the amount of work required to keep Boom Beach going is like 3 hours a month. So if there is a dev team, I don't know what they're doing. I also believe, don't quote me on this, that Supercell never fires anyone ever. So I don't know if maybe we just get the people who sit at their desk with their feet up and that's the dev team until, for better or for worse. Like I said, I am just fully in the dark on this. You would think that we would have any clue whatsoever, but there is this opaque layer between the dev team and the BoomTubers, all of it going through Nuno. And I know Nuno gets a bunch of grief from a bunch of people, but he doesn't have the kind of job that I could live with. I mean, he screams and shouts and asks for change and then nothing changes. Like that's got to be a tough gig. So anytime I talk to Nuno, I make sure I let him know, dude, it is all of my complaints have nothing to do with you. So hopefully you guys keep that in mind next time I've seen a lot of people ragging on Nuno. He is our champion, for better or worse. He goes out there and fights with the dev team, and I kind of assume he loses all the fights because people are just constantly out on their smoke break or something. I would love to be able to give you guys better info on what the dev team looks like, what their priorities are, what's coming in the future, but it's just this giant black box that we all kind of just wonder who's behind the scenes tweaking the dials. Anyways, Laser Rangers, nerf or not? Critter launchers, are they going to be, I think they're going to be absolute garbage next season, which I think they're going to like over nerf them and then have to buff them after the fact, which I'm kind of okay with, I suppose. But it's going to be an interesting season. Season 44. I can't believe we're on season 44. This is like Survivor, where like it just seems like season 44 is a crazy number. And I feel like Survivor was like the TV show where like the first show where it wasn't like one season per year, maybe. Does that make sense to anyone? I don't know. I don't even know. I wonder if Survivor is even still a thing. We're going to end the video there. Laser Rangers goodness. Please try Laser Rangers on ribbon cable. You will not be disappointed. The only mistakes that I see people make, myself included, is you'll notice that I skipped the last smoke. Also, don't use much barrage to clear the rocket launchers. More artillery than barrage. That way you can use barrage to clear mines. Skip this last smoke right there. Otherwise, your Laser Rangers are not going to get under smoke. They're going to clear out a little bit, and those rocket launchers are going to clean their clocks. I am Zedmont. Season 44 is almost upon us, but first, Mega Crab, need to do a sneaky peeky on that, perhaps. I shall talk to you soon. Keep code Zedmont in that shop. Try to finish at 501 this season. I should actually change it so if you don't have a top 500 trophy and you finish 501, I should buy you instant training. Let me know your thoughts on that too. Keep your submarine diving. Keep that sculptor going. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.